I'm not a financial advisor, and the things I tell in the videos is not financial advice. What I'm trying to do in this YouTube channel is to review crypto projects as good as I can. In this video, I'm gonna review Oraichain project. Let's start. While I'm recording this video, Oraichain is located at 336th place on CoinGecko, and it has a market cap of $150 million. Let's go to the webpage first and try to understand the project by checking this slogan. The slogan is telling us broadcast trustworthy proofs and IBC-enabled layer 1 to verify multi-dimensional trustworthiness of AI and to build Web3 applications with unique AI oracle. So the slogan is extremely complex, but we're gonna try to understand these projects as simple as we can in 2 minutes. But as for now, we need to know Oraichain has its own blockchain and has its own oracles to bring the data from the real world into its own blockchain by using its own oracles, and these oracles are made of artificial intelligence. So let's go to the CoinGecko page and check the basics first, and then we will try to understand the project better. So as we can see on CoinGecko, the total supply is 17,400,000. We're gonna check it if it is correct or not, and then we're gonna check circulation supply and the maximum supply. For total supply, we need to know Oraichain has its own blockchain, but before it has own blockchain, it has a token on Ethereum and also on Binance chain. So we need to go to the Etherscan and we need to go to the Binance scan as well. And we also need to open the Oraichain scan. So on Etherscan, we can see it has a supply of 86 million, but when we click holders tab, we can see 83 million of 86 million has been burned because it is located on the null address on Etherscan. And also on Binance chain, as you can see, there is a total supply of 86 million and 84 million of that total supply has been burned because it has been located on null address as well. So on Binance chain and Ethereum chain, the supplies are totally approximately 4 million. And on Oraichain blockchain, we need to click the link under the validators tab, the accounts. If we click it, we can see the wallet addresses and the distribution of ORAI tokens on Oraichain. So in this page, as you can see, there is this balance information and the percentage information. And 2.5 million corresponds to 23% of total supply. According to this information, we can confirm on Oraichain the total supply is around 10 million right now. So 10 million plus 4 million, around 4 million. It is becoming a number around 14 million, 15 million. And when we add the additional amounts on Ethereum, Binance chain, and Oraichain, we can come up to a number close to the 17 million. So in this video, I'm gonna assume this total supply is correct. For the circulation supply, we need to recheck Etherscan, Binance chain scan, and ORAI Explorer again, and we need to check the distribution of the tokens, and we can calculate according to ourselves relatively a circulation supply. For me, circulation supply for this project is around 11 million. So if I divide 11 to 17, I can tell that this project has a circulation supply percentage around 65. I will assume the circulation supply is 65 in this video. For maximum supply, this project has made a plan to fix the maximum supply at this number, 17,800,000, around this number. This is a fixed supply project, but if you ask me, once the total supply reaches this number, the team members of this project will need to adjust this maximum supply to continue increasing yearly around 3% of inflation. But this is my idea because I've seen many projects with maximum supply, fixed maximum supply, but when they reach that number, they need some incentives to continue the project, and they start to make yearly inflation around 3%. But as for this video right now, we will assume this maximum supply is fixed. So 65% of circulation supply and a fixed supply. We will continue the video. If we check the graph, if we come to maximum, we can see this project has been listed on CoinGecko for the last 3.5 years. 3.5 years on CoinGecko, and 65% of circulation supply is showing us that this project is a major project, is not a young project anymore. If we go to the markets, we can see there are 2 pages and it has been listed on many exchanges. So before going into the details, let's have a quick summary. According to the tokenomics, the risk is between low and medium, and it is closer to the low for me. And according to the price and the chart, the risk is between medium and low again, and it is closer to the low for me again. And according to the markets, I think there is no risk at all, but we still need to know there is always risks for the exchanges, a very minimal risk. We need to consider it. So let's go to the details. We need to check the GitHub link, but CoinGecko does not have the GitHub link for this project. We need to go to the web page, and if we click this learn, we can come to this page. If we go down a bit more, we can see the GitHub link is in here. If we click the GitHub link, we can see this project has 196 shares on GitHub, and approximately 130 of them are directly about the project, and 20 of them are being updated regularly. According to the GitHub situation, this project is getting a multi-check mark. The GitHub situation is extremely good. And for community Twitter, if we click it, we can see they have followers around 57k, and the posts are coming up regularly about the project. We can put a check mark into the Twitter situation of the project as well. So right now, let's go to the web page and try to understand the project. But before doing that, I want to try to mention, this project's explorer is a bit better than the normal explorers on other blockchains. So I wanted to mention this. So okay, now let's go to the web page and try to understand the project, and then we're gonna check the website as fast as we can. Let's try to understand this complex project as simple as we can. So let's start putting some regular things, Ethereum blockchain and some other big platforms like Polkadot, Cosmos, and some other blockchains we have in the industry right now. We have proof of stakes, we have proof of works. In this video, we are trying to understand Oraichain. So let's put Orai here, and Ethereum here, and the others not really important right now in this video. Let's put Cosmos as well. We need it. Orai name is coming from Oracle and AI, and this means this project is created for having oracles with artificial intelligence more than 3 years ago. So we need to remember what Oracle is and how AI is working with oracles. First, let's try to remember what oracles is. As you know, there is this real world that we are living in. Let's put W in here, and there is this blockchains. And blockchains have smart contracts, and these smart contracts are a very special systems. But these smart contracts are very strict. They are making the rules very strict, and you cannot transfer real world data into the smart contracts directly, and we need to have some systems between them. And Chainlink now is leading in the crypto industry. What Chainlink is doing is transferring the real world data into the blockchains safely. They're controlling everything, and then they're transferring the data into the smart contracts safely. And this role is called oracles in the crypto industry. So we have many other Oracle projects like API tree, like Pyth in the new era in the crypto industry. And these oracles are serving into many blockchains like Ethereum, Binance Chain, and others. These oracles serving for multiple blockchains. But there are some other projects like Akash, like Acceler, or some others. This project has their own blockchains like Akash blockchain, as I remember correctly, and they do have their own oracles to bring the real world data into their smart contracts. So they're not using Chainlink, they're not using API tree, they're not using Pyth, they're using their own oracles. And right now we need to go back to the Oraichain, and ORAI is doing the same thing. ORAI is getting the real world data from real world, and they are using their own AI-based oracles to bring the data into the ORAI blockchain's smart contracts. They're not using Chainlink, they're not using Pi, they're not using API tree, and they're not using the others. They're using their own oracles, and these oracles are made of artificial intelligence. Right now, if you ask me, I would say 10% artificial intelligence is involved in these oracles, but in the future, it's gonna grow. Why? Because Oraichain team is working on it. So ORAI has its own blockchain. It is a layer 1, and it is under Cosmos ecosystem, and it is using IBC because it is under Cosmos ecosystem. IBC is giving permission to connect to the other blockchains under the Cosmos ecosystem. So ORAI can connect to the blockchains under Cosmos ecosystem, and also ORAI has created their own modules to connect to other blockchains as well, like Ethereum, Binance Chain, like Tron. They already have some bridges and infrastructures to connect to the other blockchains. And ORAI's blockchain is a proof of stake blockchain. So as a summary, ORAI has its own blockchain. It's layer 1 under Cosmos ecosystem. It has bridges to other blockchains. It is a proof of stake blockchain with CosWasm infrastructure, and ORAI blockchain has getting its own data from real world by using its own oracles are made of artificial intelligence. This is the summary for ORAI, and the token usage areas is proof of stake brings stake, and also the fees on the blockchain, and also the governance. You can vote. This system is under development and it's working somehow. And also ORAI has a AI marketplace. You can buy and use some AI products, and you need to pay the fees with ORAI tokens. And also it is a blockchain and it has an ecosystem. It is trying to expand its ecosystem with new products, and new products means new usage areas for ORAI tokens. So this is all. This is all I can say in this video for Oraichain. If we go deeper, we're gonna confuse. So this is enough for this video. So now let's go to the webpage and try to check the webpage as fast as we can. What we have and where. Under the slogan, as you can see, there are two links. There is this learn link. If we click this learn link, we will see a video in here explaining what Oraichain is. We go down a bit, we can see the core technologies, and all of them I have tried to mention other than this ZK engine and decentralized storage. They're trying to create their decentralized storage to make NFTs easier, and they are trying to implement the ZK engine as well to make things more easy and fast. If we go down a bit more, we can see the white paper. If we click this, we will go to the documentation page. The white paper is actually the documentation page, and this documentation page is enough to understand Oraichain. Getting a check mark, one more. GitHub we have already checked, and there is this Oraichain Academy. If we come to this page, we can see they have released some articles to tell what Oraichain is actually. If we keep following this academy, we're gonna learn what Oraichain is exactly. If we go down a bit more, we can see this Twitter, Telegram links, and this Commonwealth link. They have created their own profile on Commonwealth platform, and the governance is working under this platform right now. We can see the proposals in detail, and if we log in, we can comment on them. Yeah. So in this page, that's all. And in this link, join plus build, if we click this page, we can come to the ecosystem page. In ecosystem, they are immediately showing their wallet. The official wallet is OWallet, but since this blockchain is a part of Cosmos ecosystem, we can use Kepler wallet as well. But OWallet is the official wallet for Oraichain. We can install the extension for Chrome or on Android or on iOS. If we go down a bit more, this is the most important part for blockchains. As you can see, our products means their ecosystem. In here, we need to know if these products are the decentralized applications which are actually built on top of Oraichain or not. So if we go down in this page, we can see some names like KuCoin, Gate.io. We can see some names like Tron, Ocean Protocol, Astar Network, Cardia Chain. Actually, these names are not the products which are built on top of Oraichain. These names are external infrastructures which have partnership with Oraichain. So in this page, there are 33 shares we can see, and around 15 of them are actually building on top of Oraichain. So we can assume 15 products as for now, but 15 products for a project located around 300 place on CoinGecko is getting a check mark, because there are many other blockchains in the industry and they are around 200 place on CoinGecko and they do not have 15 products. They have fewer products on their blockchain. Let's go to the web page again, their web page, and if we go down a little bit more, we can see experience AI driven innovation. There are two links. One of them is leading us to ecosystem page. One of them is the leading us to learn page. Again, I'm not clicking them. If we go down a bit more, we can see the partners. This part of the page is freezing my computer. If we go down a bit more, we can see the accelerator program. If we click, we will be able to see an article which is published on August 4, 2022. This article is describing us the accelerator program. They're not giving grants, but if you want to build something on top of Oraichain, they are helping you to build it faster. And if you go down a bit more, there's this newsletter. If you put your email, they will send you the news. And if we go down a bit more, we can see the final menu. Yeah, my computer is still freezing, but it's okay. They do not have a top menu. On the top, they do have control center. Let's check this control center and then let's check this menu links and then we will finish the website. In control center, as you can see, there are some statistics which we can also see on CoinGecko. Under this statistics, we can see the download or wallet link. If we go down a bit more, we can see buy ORAI with Alchemy Pay, buy ORAI on JAX centralized exchange, delegate and claim rewards. In this part, we're gonna see the staking option. Let's mention it. If we click it, we can go to the Oraichain Explorer again, the validators part. And in this validators part, we can stake by delegating on validators because it's a proof of stake blockchain. If you click delegate, you can write number and you can delegate. You can stake your tokens. But to stake your tokens, of course, you need a wallet. If I click, it will say you have 0 balance because I did not connect with wallet. You need to connect with wallet, and for connecting, you need OWallet or Kepler wallet. The staking part, that's all. And in this part, you can see the swap tokens with ORAI DEX. This DEX is a part of this ecosystem. If you click the swap, you can see the swap page, the decentralized exchange on Oraichain. This DEX is working full. You can see the pools in here, and also they have their bridge. This bridge is working between blockchains. As you can see, Oraichain, Kawaiiverse, Osmosis, Injective. If you go down a bit more, you can see Ethereum, Tron Network, and BNB chain. As you can see, they have connected with other chains as well. In this page, we are still on control center. If we go down a bit more, we can see the latest proposals, who created the proposal, and the percentage of confirming, and the summary of this proposal. If we want to see the details, we need to go back to the page where we see, as you can see, Commonwealth webpage. Yeah, we have mentioned that Commonwealth webpage. If you go down a bit more, we can see some token prices, and we can see some important articles from the block shares. So this was the control center. Let's go to the down menu now. Under this token, we can see contracts. It's gonna lead us to the documentation page where is the token economics explained. You can check this page, but we already have mentioned nearly all of them while checking on CoinGecko page. The only thing I need to mention in here, the supply will reach to the maximum supply. Estimated time is May 2027. So you can read this page if you want to know more about the tokenomics. Under the contracts link, there is this get ORAI. If you click it, it's gonna forward you to the control center again. You can buy ORAI with Alchemy Pay or buy ORAI on centralized exchanges. You can click those links. You can stake. We already have mentioned on the Explorer page. This is this O wallet we have already mentioned. ORAI DEX we have already checked. ORAI Bridge we have already checked. And this Oraichain Explorer we have already checked. In this build part, there is this validators. If you want to be a validator of this chain, you need to read this page carefully and follow the instructions. You can be a validator. They are allowing it. When you become a validator, you are being a validator of the blockchain of Oraichain. But if you want to be an executor, then you install a program again, you mine ORAI tokens again, but this time you are being a validator. You are being an executor for artificial intelligence based Oracle. So executors are actually mining the Oracle's part. Under this build part, as you can see, this COSWASM IDE article, which has been released in 2021. As you can see, this article is explaining that Oraichain is a part of Cosmos ecosystem using Cosmos SDK and making some adjustments, of course, on Cosmos SDK. If you click this accelerator program, we have mentioned there is an article which is telling how they can accelerate your application if you want to build on Oraichain. In this carriers link, they have some job list announcements, but there is this certain address. As I remember, it is in Vietnam. It is not decentralized work. And when we come to the ecosystem, as you can see, mainnet, if you click this, we're gonna see the Explorer again. We have already checked. There is this Oraichain VRV 2.0. As you can see, oracles are creating random numbers to be used on smart contracts on blockchains. And random numbers are very crucial things for software development, and Oraichain is providing a service like Chainlink and API tree or PyDus. All of them are doing the service to provide the random numbers. There is this Dino Hub, as you can see. There is this article which is explaining the fundamental hub to empower data economy. They know the value of data economy, and they are trying to create a data hub under Oraichain, and this is called Dino Hub. This is this article explaining this Dino Hub. And if you want to learn more, you can go back to the ecosystem page and you can see there is another external web page for Dino Hub. And next is the AI marketplace. They have created an AI marketplace. If you enter this AI marketplace, you can see the products in here. For example, they have image classification, face generation, like age estimation, etc. They have some products. If you want to use one of them, you can click. You can see the explanation page. You can see the package info. If you want to use this image classification, you need to pay per request 0.0 0.00001 ORAI. So ORAI token has a usage area, utility area under this AI marketplace as well. And next is AI right. If we come to this page, we can see another marketplace which is made of some NFTs. As you can see, this product has an infrastructure like AIs producing NFTs and etc. As you can see, there is another token is being used under this platform. This platform is actually an external third-party platform, but they have a partnership with Oraichain, and right now AI Riot is switching to the Oraichain slowly. And there is this EUENO. If we come to this page, you can see decentralized encrypting oracles for Web3. Oraichain has a partnership with this platform, and they are creating these AI-based oracles together. So this is a partner, as you can see. The next one is the Kawaiiverse. Kawaiiverse is an game platform. As you can see, if you click this tokens page, you can see the tokens are located on Binance Chain and Ethereum chain actually, but they have made a partnership with Oraichain, and they are switching their infrastructure slowly on to Oraichain. And if you click this other dApps, actually we need to go back to the ecosystem page, but this link is leading us to the Tokenomics page. There is no problem. And the last one is the resources. White paper, we have already mentioned. It is forwarding us to the documentation. I will not click the media kit. I will not click contacts. I will not click support as well. But if you click the blog page, we can see the blogs posts are coming up regularly. Yeah, there is no problem on blogs as well, and they're all connected with the project. It is getting a check mark for the blog as well. The last one and the most important one is the teams page, team page. If we come to the team page, it is forwarding us to oraichainlabs.org. If we go down a bit, we can see the team and we can see the advisors. If you check the team, if you check the advisors, you can confirm nearly 90% of them are reachable and legit people. And if you check the YouTube in here, let's check Oraichain. Yeah, you can see they have a YouTube channel in here, and in this YouTube channel they have 94 videos, and this YouTube channel has been active for the last 3 years, and for the last 6 months they have been releasing the new videos, and we can see some of the team members on their YouTube channel. This is the number one part. And if you try to deep dive on team, you can see some of the team members has been making some interviews with other YouTube channels. You can find them on YouTube, and also Cheng, if I spell correctly, and the Tyree are the most active ones on YouTube's and interviews. In the last 6 months, if you check YouTube, you can see Tyree has been speaking about the project very strongly. The team is legit and the interviews are satisfying. If you are interested about Oraichain, please check YouTube by using Tyree Robinson name, and you can see some interviews, very long interviews with satisfying information. So according to the team, this project is getting one more check mark. So we have tried to understand the project, we have checked the website as fast as we can, and we have checked the team as well. Now let's try to analyze the project as good as I can. I will try to start with the negative things. So okay, let's go to the top. First of all, this project is very hard to understand for a regular crypto user. For a normal person, without knowing any crypto industry, without any crypto knowledge, a normal person cannot understand anything about this project. A regular crypto user still will not understand anything because it's a very complex project. So the number one negative thing is the complexity of understanding. And this complexity bringing another thing, this project cannot follow the trends very easily. This is the number two thing. And the complexity brings another thing, this project is very hard to develop. So there are three negative things and they're all connected to each other, but none of them is a very huge negative thing. They're all medium negative things, normal things. So if we switch to the positive things, they have been providing a clear tokenomics understanding and they're not trolling the system. They're switching their own blockchain, Oraichain, and they have been burning the tokens on Ethereum and Binance chain regularly. So there is no problem on that. Tokenomics check mark. 3.5 years check mark. And team check mark. But the biggest check mark for me, as I told you before, the GitHub situation is getting a big check mark. So this project has been developing and trying to develop its own ecosystem into a better position. So everything seems going on properly in the last 3 years regularly. So the positives are more than the negatives. Okay, now let's try to understand what this project can do in the future, in the bull market or in the bear market. We can consider this project is located on 350th place on CoinGecko because we have assumed the circulation supply is lower than the actual one. So we can say 350 as for now. If we are in the bull market and if bull market will continue for some time, a strong bull market will push the price up, and then if the bear market comes strongly, of course the price will go down. But the question is, if the price will go down lower than the point it has started to increase significantly. So if you ask me, yes, there is a probability to push the price lower than the point it has started to increase, but this probability is a very low probability. Let's say very low in here. There are some risk. For the team, I see there is no risk because 2.5 years has been finalized. No risk at team at all, but there is always hack probability in the crypto projects. Maybe this might happen. And for the tokenomics, they may increase the maximum supply somehow. We don't know right now for the tokenomics, but I assume this risk is very low as well. Yeah. The only risk, another risk is the complexity of project and trends change. So we don't know if the trends will change significantly in the near future, so there's this risk as well. But I see the risk is very low to go down below to the point where the price starts to increase. So if we are not in the bull market now, if the bear market resumes for some time, I estimate this project's price will go lower slowly. I do not see a very strong price drops reason for this project. So I have mentioned this project is located on 350th place. For me, this project's location should be between 200 and 300 as for now, according to the current situation of the project. The project has many things already, so it should be located around 200 and 300 for me. It means that while other projects making around 10x moves to upwards, this project has a potential to make around 15x to raise from 350th place to 250th place, maybe. Let's say it like that. So I will mention one last thing, the huge risk and the huge potential. Let's try to understand it. As we have mentioned, this project is quite complex. After some time, this complexity can lead to a situation where the team is exhausted. So if the team gets exhausted, team can make the things slow down and the project will stop developing significantly. We're gonna notice it in GitHub if this happens. And if you see if this happens, try to understand that the location of this project from 305th place may drop between 500 and 600, and then the project may start living between these numbers and the team will accept it. This may happen for this project. There is a probability. On the other hand, the potential is if this Oraichain grow its ecosystem significantly and the AI role grows inside of the oracles more than 10%, and if it increases to more than 50%, then this project can bring a trend to the crypto industry. If this happens, this project will grow, will raise in the ranking of CoinGecko, and it can go up to top 100, and it may start living in those numbers. So there is this potential as well. Yeah, that's all for this video from me for Oraichain, and that is all. Please do not forget, nothing is financial advice from me. You need to take your own decisions by researching by yourself. Next week, hope to see you again. Take care.